past. Guys, we got a heck of a game here underway. OG facing off against the North American squad for the second year in a row to start their TI main event. But before we throw it over the game, we've got Thanks Purge with the last word.
Thompson, mid lane.
CC and seasonal. Yeah, getting hurt. Thompson's still going to be a little bit more wary. Yeah, he's got double braces.
He has a lot of CS. He pushes out the lane, he retreats to the jungle, he farms 2 stacks. Mid-Bristle is one of the more effective farmers in the game.
Jirax may be in a little bit of trouble. Seb, he's trying to wait for the right purification time. Jirax going to pick him up, throw him back in again. Yawar, he's looking for a creep to infest into, and then he can start fighting again. Pop straight back out again, up to a lot of life. Harassment kind of counts for nothing. As up, here they go once more. A nice observed ward is in deep, toss in forward, just putting MSS on the front lines. No tower will fall. As Newbee now start getting a little bit more active across the map, hunting for kills. And they've got that range enabler through CCNC.
That's play to win, baby!
I don't know how this happened.
If they see it as they walk past, which they definitely should, it's in range of the sentry. They got to get rid of it quickly because the rest of OG is coming. Notel and Ana trying to work with the Alpha Wolf, even shrining early up. But the familiar birds are ready to fight. And they do not want to give Ana this room to breathe. And MSS even looking to steal the camp. Now Notel actually on bottom lane too, but the stun, it comes in towards the other Titan. The nuke damage is a little bit faster. Yawar able to just get himself away. Thompson underneath the tier 2 towers in pretty deep if anyone wants to try and contest that, but Newbee had pitched a tent right here inside the dire jungle. And they don't want to go anywhere else. Even Highlight Die with fresh observer walls to make it work.
They're limiting Io's farm a lot if they can play aggressively up here.
Thompson's actually dead. He's so deep underneath this tower. They've got all the damage in the world. He couldn't use his TP to get away from this. And Yawar wants to remind him who's in charge. Tip Thompson 4-1.
Radiant's middle tower.
And he was the number one net, or he is the number 1 net worth on the field. But the 3 right behind him are Newbies.
It's a Newbee in a pretty good position here. And what it's going to come down to is the IO's timing. I don't think OG are going to look to do anything, really, until IO is level 15. So level 15 IO with Axe, the faster the better for them.
Smoke up on mid, Fortifications trying to let OG's wave push in a little bit harder, but they're wrapping around the back. The EG split up, it's all going under the tiny, but CCNC will tank it up. They chain them together. Jirax dies so quickly. Notel's going to join him as well. The GA from Seth, it arrives, but it's so late. And now Thompson, this chain stun just continues to go on. The GA will wear off. Most of the abilities already been burnt from Newbee. The tower still brought down as well. That went to Thompson.
Good luck killing the Bristle with Omni next to him.
Yeah, that's a little harder.
Double damage.
But that entire fight happened without the Lifestealer, without the IO. The 2 are still on the polar sides of the map, having their own play. CCNC, and Thompson's going after him. 4 Quill Spray stacks, Familiar drop 1 and 2, creates a little bit of space. Stun doesn't last long, and well, there is no stun available to stop CCNC's TP out.
OG still got the mid tower though, which is nice. Like, even if their heroes aren't particularly good at taking team fights, which was somewhat apparent there unless they're all together, they got the objective that they came for, and they're willing to lose 2 supports for that.
Tripstroke's in a little bit of trouble underneath the tower, looking for the stun, but Thompson, easy movement speed to get away. The silence will slow him down a little bit, but MSS looking for a rebuttal. Just some damage into Seb, but 1 by 1, Newbee are up here. The blink dagger of CCNC is about to arrive, but he's lost his teammates. Is there a toss back? No, he just blinks over. He's going for the 15-minute runes, close towards his Beastmaster.
The Stomp did not connect. This time OG get 1 rune.
Yeah. They got bottom. They got that from with the...
I think sometimes it can be fine to bypass it. He has a lot of synergies this game though, but I do think he should probably skill at level 8, because the kind of fights that are going to be coming soon is with OG grouping up. IO is closing in on level 15. Newbie should know what's coming their way then, and the Soulbind can be the difference maker. Soulbinding IO to another hero, limiting IO's mobility, which is really high, of course, by being tethered to the Dom creep, is going to be really useful.
I don't think CCNC really wants this. Notel and Thompson, they're chasing the Tiny. It feels like CCNC is now just trying to create more and more space. Yawar still not finished up the Radiance just yet. Pylai Dai is going to have some issues inside the Dire jungle. Maybe he can deny himself up to the Ancients. This is kind of his hope, but it won't happen. Ana will claim his first kill of the game, and with that, the Aghanim Scepter is done 17 minutes in. Trade-off will be the tier 1 tower in mid. No fortification to stop that. Just the ET stop to slow it down.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's a good spell still from Jarex, by the way. This is Wait for the Heart, which is probably going to take longer than the Aegis unless Ana has some ridiculous kill streak coming his way now. So
they're chasing CCNC. His blink's on cooldown. Pilot nearby. He'll give a little bit of extra help, but Jarex has the toss available. Doesn't even get the stun off through the Ink Swell. Pilot TP out. Takes a little longer, but he'll be away. So only chip damage into the tier 2. And Yuar gets away with the bounty rune. Radiance is flying over. He'll send that straight back as he rage TPs away to safety.
Pretty even game right now, though. But if you have this, you kind of have this feeling that OG will have this ridiculous fight soon coming their way. After what you've seen in the group stages, how they've run this lineup, them having the Aegis, oh, that courier needs to not die. All right, they got the Radiance at least, but
they're going to lose Pilot die. MSS will have some space. Yuar beating into Ana, relocates away to safety. And she relocated into that. And now Thompson battles against Yuar. Yuar, he kind of needs a creep to work with. He needs something to work with. MSS can't help him out. And Thompson, Brave Chill, Jirax moved in through the side. A quick toss, catching the two of them together. They just keep buffing up Thompson. Not even a ridiculous team fight. It's just an easy play where Thompson knows just how strong he is. Grabs the creep wave from up on top, he'll pull it towards mid as well. So all the pressure from snaking to the tier 2 tower will also just be negated.
OG just have insane vision up here. Ana knew exactly what he could get away with that relocate play. Just the deep ward that they've had for so long, 3 minutes. They've had this deep high ground ward in the Radiant top jungle. And it's high ground time.
It is. 21-3 tower. And there's no reason why you need to back up. Not unless a big initiation from Newbee is able to connect. Ana and Thompson, the ones to the front line. Remember, Ana's still got that Aegis Immortal. Yuar copying heavy damage early on. The rest of OG smoke sitting behind. CCNC, nice toss back. They pull Ana in so deep under the tier 4 towers. They kill him quickly. The CCNC pounced on by the rest of OG. He won't have the ability to fight again here as the stop. It puts all of Newbee to sleep under the tier 4 towers. The Soulbind tries to connect. And then she got anything to can they kill Ana once again with the Solar Touches. He's just tanking through all of this with the one charges. Thompson stacking everybody up as well with the core spray. They can get back to base, but even that's not safe. One more spray. Maybe Snaking will die. Thompson waiting under the tower. He's just tanking through all of it. A triple kill for Thompson. Nowhere is safe when OG hit their timing.
He just killed 3 heroes with the fountain. Oh, Bristleback, what a hero. Beautiful play from OG there. I think it was an admirable attempt from CCNC to toss the IO into the tower, but dying for that kill without having buyback is just too costly. They can't take the fight afterwards. They don't have enough damage to get through the IO twice with the Omni Knight protecting it, as well as a good defensive stomp from N0tail, stopping 2 heroes on the Aegis respawn. The moment that OG got the Aegis, the game got really hard. And I think that's the biggest mistake Newbee made all game, was going to the bottom side of the map and exposing the Roshan for OG to take, because, yeah, Snaking's dead, by the way.
Yeah, he was trying to force out the bottom lane, but he's walking underneath dire vision.
Basically, what ended up happening was when OG grabbed this Aegis, they felt invincible, because the one way Newbee win fights is by blowing up the IO first. And they can't do it when there's an Aegis on it. They tried it in their base, it failed, and it gave OG pretty much a 10k gold lead. But if you play in that Roshan side of the map instead of the bottom area, the time when the OG goes, maybe you can delay them, maybe you can get a soulbind fight around the Rosh pit or whatnot. But it's just too easy when you give a Bristleback lineup with IO that Aegis for free.
MSS now going to work with Yuar. It's a surprise. He was inside the familiar.
That was a sexy play, actually. That was really nice.
Now Sep's looking for a rebuttal. Yuar, he's just going to let MSS die. Nothing else that can be done about this. He can do some chip damage in the meantime, but Yuar had to come back to base because Thompson's still here trying to pressure.
They were not expecting that to be an infest play at all. Had hard or a buyback, that's something else to keep in mind. Sure, maybe you don't have an Aegis, but you can still buyback relocate. Similar to how OG played their Spectre last year. They love playing this hero that can buyback and reconnect to the fight. And this is the only other hero in the game they can put on except Nature's Prophet. Maybe that's the next one he'll play carry. Who knows? But yeah, he's getting the heart. This kill is ridiculously difficult to
Jump in,
perform.
toss back. They found themselves a target. But Prism back with a fresh assault cuirass. That's a lot of life and armor they have to get through. Yua's giving it a shot. OG have come in deep. CC&C once again just stunned up for control from the back line, trying to create more space. They'll be the first one to die here. The roar is finally out, but for what avail? Nothing is really going here. And Thompson, he's the man that's going into the fountain once again. Bathe in the glory of the Radiant. Thompson, he just does not give a crap. Anna will give all the life. This is just fountain farming. Gee, you got it. This is soul breaking. GG. Okay. The message has been sent. You weren't home, but we smacked through the door and delivered it anyway. What is that?
Oh man, that was my favorite moment of the game. Highlight die with the okay GG.